What's up, you guys? Welcome to my workout. Today is March 9, 2024. This is my actual workout, so it is not meant to be a tutorial, instructional, nor a recommendation to do what you see me doing here. A lot of what I do can be dangerous and or just outright wrong. So this is just for information purposes only. Today is day 28 of my Peptide Therapy sponsored by Merrick Health. Quick update, I've noticed that my body weight has gone up. I normally walk around at 195 pounds. About within 2 weeks of taking the peptides, my weight now it went up to 200 pounds. I'm currently almost 202. Right, so I'm feeling muscularly fuller and stronger, I think, but my joints continue to still not feel that great, if I'm being honest. Okay, so I'm hoping that my joints, I didn't take this to get bigger or stronger muscles. That's great if that happens. I'm guessing that tesamorelin is probably responsible for that, but I'm hoping that my joint status will continue to improve more. Some days it's been pretty good, but yesterday and today it's been not so good, just being honest. All right, today I'm going to be doing a single arm squat clean and overhead press with my power block dumbbells. Okay, and I'm just going to jump in because I got to go to dinner tonight. All right. This interesting looking thing is the handle for the power block dumbbell. This one is 12.5 pounds. I'm just going to do 1 rep per side. Here's what the exercise looks like. My right side overhead is a little restricted, so I do have to do a little bit of compensation. I also tend to press in a slightly reverse grip rather than a traditional pronated grip. All right, one here. Okay, that's 12.5 pounds. This Power Block Pro Series, I want to thank Power Block for sending this to me so that I can use it in my videos. Comes with 2 handles. That first handle is 12.5 pounds. This one is 20 pounds. All right, once again. And as I push these bells up to accommodate my shoulders, I've kind of adapted the overhead into sort of like a semi-side press where I'm actually trying to use the obliques. I lean over this side because this straight up doesn't really work too well, especially on this side. But if I kind of bring over to this side, I can actually use my obliques to help support the load. And honestly, I'm more concerned with strengthening my obliques and my shoulders anyway, so it tends to work out well. Okay, so just did 20 pounds. I'm now going to add this 12.5 pound handle. Each one of these plates is 15 pounds, all right? So when I add the handle to one of the plates, I now have, I believe, 27.5 pounds. Just gonna do 1 rep per side. All right, here we go. One more time. I'm just going to talk to you on the breaks. I'm doing this because I felt like I needed to go into a deep squat. I also needed to overhead press. Just because my arms don't like to go here that doesn't mean I shouldn't do that. So, because the less I go here, the less I'm able to go here. So as long as I'm being reasonable about it, I'm just doing very low repetitions and not trying to max out on anything I'm doing. I am able to maintain what mobility and ability I have available to me. So, all right. So now I took out the 12.5-pound handle. I put in the 20-pound handle. That brings this dumbbell weight up to 35 pounds. Once again, if you're new to my videos, I never actually warm up before I turn on the camera. My warm-up is just a light, very submaximal and graduated version of whatever the actual exercise I'm gonna do is. Okay, so 35 pounds. Bring it right under the shoulder that I'm operating from. Butt low, chest tall. I'm actually pushing harder out of the right leg. You know, I call it a squat clean and overhead press. It's, for those of you who have noticed, it's actually more of a thruster. I use a lot of the leg drive to get that bell, to get some momentum on the bell going overhead. Okay. Butt low, chest tall. I want to try and maintain this angle in my torso as I'm accelerating the bell. All right. That's feeling pretty good. Okay. So I'm gonna take the 20-pound handle out, put the 12.5 back in, but this time I'm gonna come back with 2 plates added to the handle, and that's gonna bring my, this now weighs 42.5 pounds. Just 1 rep per side. Just right under me. You might have noticed as I'm pushing up overhead, I had to load contralaterally into this side. That's something I like to do anyway, just to get that relationship through the body. I feel it's a good thing to do. All right, let's go this side. All right, felt pretty good, so we'll take the 12.5 out. We'll put the 20-pounder in. And now I believe we're up to 50 pounds. Oops, let's put that in straight. Bring it over to the right side. So if this was glued to the floor, if I'm trying to do this, but this doesn't move, this kind of deformation of my body, so this twist, that is what I am countering as I am bringing this bell up. So the anti-rotation is occurring on several planes, and that's why I like to do this exercise, because it has a very unique anti-rotational capacity. Yet going overhead, I get kind of I guess, a lateral flexion kind of thing that helps me to drive my rib cage and help that bell get overhead. Okay. Once again, right through this hip. Felt good. All right, let's go on the other side. So once again, if I just do this, this is what the bell wants to do to me, but I'm not going to let it. At least I'm going to try. Here we go. Once again, stacking over to this right leg. Okay, felt all right. So I'm going to put this back, take the 20-pound handle out, replace it with the 12.5-pounder, but now we're going to come back with 3 plates, 57.5 pounds. So before I launch with the bell, when I'm down here, I'm trying to wedge my hips underneath my chest, fix this torso angle, but I don't just push off with my legs. I have to take up all the slack in the lat and the lower back. So that's why I do this, because it activates the fascia in the back. This is not a muscular lift, it's a fascial lift. So, at least for me it is. All right, here we go. Got my lat and lumbar fascia engaged. Pushing over to this right leg. Felt all right, okay. With this lift and pretty much all my overhead lifts, I don't really, if there's one part of this lift that I care least about, it's actually the overhead, this part. My shoulders have always been, even when I was younger, an issue for me. And even if they weren't, everything I try to do, I try to make it in some way an exercise for my core. So that's why stacking it, even if it's in this arm, bringing it through here, that involves much more of my core, or it involves my core in a way that I like it to involve it, than just trying to stand and stack it over here. Plus, I just can't do that, so. All right, here we go. What is this thing? 65 pounds. All right. So making sure my lats, my fascia are supporting this before I launch with it. That was kind of heavy. That was all right though. Okay. Let's go one more time here. Okay. Okay, as you can see on the right side, that was a struggle. So before I deserve to add weight to this lift, I need to verify, was that just a technique thing or is that just too damn heavy for my right side? So we need to go back and do it one more time. I'm pushing out with my thighs the whole time I'm coming up. If I don't do that, they'll fall inwards. I'm gonna leak a lot of energy. All right, here we go. Okay. Well, I was pretty optimistic when I was bringing this stuff out. I brought enough weight to go up to 95 pounds, but it doesn't look like we're really going to get to all of that today. But that's okay. Let's see if the left side, we'll take out the 20, put the 12.5 in, and then come back with 4 plates. $72.5. Here we go. Okay. That felt all right. Now, just because I can't overhead press maybe this much weight, I'd still like to see if I can clean this just up to the shoulders. So we'll give that a day in court. Let's see. No. My ability to squat all the way down with the weight and keep it stabilized there, that's the governor switch. If I can't do that, then I know that going overhead is not a good idea. And as you can see, that didn't go too well, and that's okay. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm happy with that. The idea is always just to train not as heavy as I can train, but to use to move as well as I can with the heaviest weight that I can on that given day and time. So yes, I would have liked to have lifted more, but honestly, at the end of the day, who really cares, right? So as long as I do well with what I did lift and I don't hurt myself, then it's a good day. Okay, but oh, Bill, let's go back. I'm gonna just take off one plate. Let's peel this thing back to 57.5. Let's go one more time on the right side. Pushing out with my thighs, and here we go. Okay. See how the squat works? If I can get low, number one, I need that squat to push that weight overhead. But yeah, I've just learned if I can't make that squat, then trying to go anywhere beyond that just doesn't make sense, and it's much more risk than benefit. So, all right. Believe it or not, that's it. That's my actual workout. Whenever I do this, it's just one rep of one whatever weight to see how high I can go. And then I go in and I have some dinner with people I enjoy, usually. Anyway, it's Saturday, so you guys, you have a great weekend, and much aloha. Thanks for being here.